In the quiet suburb of Saanich, British Columbia, a chilling scene unfolded on the evening of February 2, 2008. A pristine house on De Souza Place stood silent, its elegant facade concealing a grim secret. Inside, 24-year-old real estate agent Lindsay Buziak lay lifeless on the master bedroom floor, her body riddled with over 40 stab wounds. Her boyfriend Jason Zailo had just burst through the door, his desperate cries shattering the stillness as he found her too late to save. What began as a routine home showing had ended in a brutal murder, one that remains unsolved to this day, leaving behind a trail of questions and a haunting mystery. Lindsay Elizabeth Buziak was born on November 2, 1983 in Victoria, British Columbia to Jeff and Evelyn Buziak. A kind and ambitious young woman, she was one of two daughters, cherished by her family and admired by friends. She was a spectacular young woman, her father Jeff recalled, his voice heavy with pride and sorrow. Lindsay followed in his footsteps, carving out a promising career in real estate at RE/MAX under the mentorship of Shirley Zailo. She shared a home with Shirley's son Jason, a fellow realtor, and her boyfriend of about a year. To the outside world, they were a happy couple living in a $1 million house provided by Shirley. But beneath the surface, tensions simmered, strains that Lindsay hinted at but never fully revealed. In late January 2008, a call disrupted Lindsay's routine. A woman with an odd, almost theatrical accent reached out, claiming she and her husband were millionaire home buyers desperate to find a property fast. They had a $1 million budget and wanted a house in a quiet neighborhood, specific demands that promised a hefty commission. Yet Lindsay's instincts flared. How had they gotten her personal cell phone number? The woman's vague explanation, a referral from a client Lindsay couldn't reach who was conveniently on vacation, did little to ease her doubts. She confided in her father Jeff, who shared her unease, and in Jason, who saw only opportunity. "It's a big deal," he urged, brushing aside her concerns. To calm her nerves, he promised to wait outside the house during the showing. Reluctantly, Lindsay agreed, scheduling the appointment for February 2 at 5:30 p.m. at a stunning property on De Souza Place. That day began innocently enough. Lindsay and Jason grabbed a late lunch at Sauce, parting ways after paying the bill at 4:24 p.m. She dashed home to change into professional attire, then drove to Saanich, her mind likely buzzing with the strange call. Meanwhile, eyewitnesses spotted a couple approaching the house on foot, a tall, dark-haired man and a blonde woman in a vibrant patterned dress, aged between 35 and 45. They hadn't arrived by car, suggesting they'd parked elsewhere to avoid notice. The woman had told Lindsay she'd come alone, but here was her husband too, an unexpected twist that deepened the unease Lindsay already felt. At 5:30 p.m., Lindsay pulled up to the house, stepping out of her car with a steadying breath. The couple waited by the entrance, their demeanor reserved but polite. She greeted them with a handshake, her professional smile masking any lingering doubts. There was no sign she knew them. To her, they were strangers. Together, they crossed the threshold, the door clicking shut behind them. Lindsay led the way, pointing out the home's features with her usual enthusiasm. But as they moved through the room, something felt off, perhaps the couple's silence or the fleeting glances they exchanged when they thought she wasn't looking. What happened next is a puzzle with missing pieces. Forensic evidence paints a grim picture, a sudden savage attack likely from behind. Lindsay was stabbed over 40 times in her chest, head, and neck, a frenzied assault that left no chance for defense. Her cell phone, still in her pocket, dialed out at 5:41 p.m., a call investigators believe was an accidental pocket dial as she struggled. The house remained pristine, no robbery, no sexual assault, just a targeted killing executed with chilling precision. Meanwhile, Jason was running late. After picking up a colleague at an auto shop at 5:30 p.m., they drove to Saanich. At 5:38 p.m., he texted Lindsay just a couple of minutes away, but she never saw it. They parked outside, waiting for 10 minutes before Jason, wary of seeming overbearing, drove to a nearby street. Another 10 minutes passed with no word from Lindsay. Growing anxious, he texted again, "Are you okay?" But silence answered. Returning to the house, he peered through the front door's glass and glimpsed a figure inside, retreating as if startled by his presence. Lindsay's shoes sat by the entrance, a detail that spiked his alarm. He knocked, but the door was locked. At 6:05 p.m., he called 911. His colleague found a way in through an unlocked patio door, the killer's likely escape route. Jason rushed inside, bolting upstairs to the master bedroom as if drawn by instinct. There, he found Lindsay, her blood pooling on the floor. He tried CPR, but she was gone. At 6:11 p.m. he dialed 911 again, his voice breaking as he reported the unthinkable. Police and paramedics arrived, but Lindsay was beyond saving. The investigation launched with urgency. The autopsy confirmed the brutality of the attack, yet offered no clues about the assailants, no fingerprints, no DNA. The couple had vanished unseen by neighbors, their vehicle a mystery. The burner phone used to contact Lindsay, registered to a fake name Paulo Rodriguez, had been activated just for her and discarded after the murder. Jason and his colleague faced scrutiny, but CCTV footage and a polygraph test cleared him. Still, questions lingered. How had he found her so quickly in the sprawling house? He insisted it was a gut feeling, a claim that satisfied some, but not all. Theories swirled. One pointed to a drug connection. Lindsay had visited a friend in Calgary in December 2007, just before a massive drug bust. Could a cartel have mistaken her for an informant? Police found no evidence tying her to crime, and the theory fizzled. More compelling was the idea of a personal motive. Jeff revealed Lindsay was unhappy with Jason, planning to leave him amid his jealousy and rumored steroid dealings. She'd seen something disturbing, she'd told her father, but wouldn't say what. Tensions with Shirley, who allegedly meddled in their lives, added another layer. A strange call to Lindsay's friend Nikki from a woman with an odd accent, later traced to Shirley, fueled speculation, though Shirley denied any ill intent and police cleared the Zailos. Years passed with no answers. Jeff organized annual walks to keep Lindsay's case alive. In 2017, a taunting comment on his website, "I killed Lindsay and stupid cops will never prove it," raised hopes of a break, but the sender remains unknown. In 2020, police linked a second phone to the case and noted Lindsay's ties to violent criminals on Facebook, yet these leads stalled. Her account showed no activity from January 24 to February 3, 2008, hinting someone deleted messages after her death, perhaps to hide a clue. Lindsay Buziak's murder endures as a haunting enigma. Who was the couple? Why target her with such ferocity? The tranquil streets of Saanich hold their silence while Jeff and those who loved her press on, seeking justice for a life cut short. Her story lingers, a testament to a vibrant woman lost to a crime that defies resolution.